Hello, YouTube. I should probably launch that bit of software and maybe move the microphone a bit closer to my face. There we go. That's a bit better. What do you reckon? As you know, I am Vice Games, and we like to start our streams by doing two things. One, we confirm the date, which is the 16th of September 2022, and we like to do a quick sound test to make sure that the audio is crisp and listenable. Is that a word? I don't know. Let's find out. So, how do I sound? That sounds pretty good to me. Alright. We'll jump out of that one and plonk in the headphones and come online. Ah, Tora. Hello. How was The Last of Us? You've been playing the remake or remaster, whatever you want to call it, the re-release of The Last of Us 1, right? Did you die? I think I know the answer to that. Ooh, no camera? There I am. Hello. A few times, yeah. I think when I initially tuned in, you just got blasted. Good thing it's not perma, yeah. Yeah. Alright. I made a Goodra deck last night. Let's play it. Here it is. The trainers are a bit all over the place as far as like the rarities that the game selected, so I'm just gonna fix them real quick. Hisu. I hate these rev hollows. That was Ultra Ball, right? Wait, which one did I get rid of? I can't remember. Okay, let's discard Dragon. Does rarity matter? Nah. There's a deck that you can make at the moment with Clefairy. If I could spell Clefairy, I would show you Clefairy. There's a deck that you can make with this, and this is like a 10-cent card, but this card is worth nothing. So you can make decks that are cheap. But, yeah, it's kind of like rarity is sort of like a basic reflection of how good the card might be. But there is plenty of trash in the upper rarities. What actually matters is how good the card is. So, how good the card is and how popular the card is. So, if it's a, if it's a secret rare that's very hard to get, then, yeah, it's going to be worth a lot. Like, this set has a Giratina card that's very difficult to get. Let me find a picture of it. This one by Shinji Kanda, who's a relatively new artist to the game, and this is their first full art secret rare. And this is extremely difficult to pull from what I've seen. It's a very cool card. I like it a lot. So, what was I doing? I was fixing the rarities. So let's go Hisuian Heavy Ball. It's not a Pokemon. That's an AI generated card. Kanda's artworks are very, yeah, very interesting. Alright, we'll see. We'll see. So this is Ultra Ball. Pretty sure. Untick that. It picked all the boss's orders arts except the one that I actually want to use. Okay, that's fixed all the arts, I think. Hi, Zach. Well, welcome. Finally able to catch a stream from NA. Been out of the game for a few months. Hope the new set is treating me well. It's, you know, I've been slow to get onto it. But it's been interesting so far. I'm just like... So, like, we had a bit of a hit with the Dugong deck that I made. That one I really enjoyed playing. If I can find it, wherever it is. Oh, I better star this deck before I scroll away from it. There we go. So where's that Dugong deck? So I really enjoyed playing this. And I like playing it with the Zoroark. I think it's kind of cool. I've tried to build like some other like weird decks. Like I tried to build Stonjourner and I tried to build Rhyperior, but they haven't been too good. You love the Zoroark from that set? Yeah. Yeah, it's well suited to this deck, actually. I realized after the fact, if you can sneak it in there for sort of like mid to late game, it's interesting. I do like it. Because basically, if your opponent goes, well, I'm not going to KO the Dugong, I'm going to KO like the Eldegoss to stop me from getting energies, or even the Bibarel, you can then replace the Bibarel or the Eldegoss with Zoroark. So it suits the deck well, but you have to... Things have to occur in a certain order. You kind of just like, you get it as you play. So let's try Goodra. So the Goodra deck that I put together very quickly, I saw worked well for... I'm just going to grab that so that I've got it handy. The list, that is. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Just get the list in front of me. So, this list was used by a player in a recent online tournament. I thought it would be a good launch pad for trying to figure out what to do with this card. I don't know if I want to play it with Arceus V-Star. I don't know if Comfey and Mirage Gate is enough on its own to make it work. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This is my very first game playing a Lost Zone engine. So, see what happens. I guess you wouldn't play it with Arceus, right? There's not really a point to it. You would just probably try to play it on your own. Lake Acuity, interesting. So I guess I'm going to start with flower selecting here, because I don't really want to attach to Comfey. I want to take Mirage Gate, Lost Zone the card. And so the way Mirage Gate says is you can only use it if you have 7 cards in the Lost Zone, search your deck for up to 2 basic energies, different types, attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like. So we'll keep the Mirage Gate. Then we're going to put the air balloon there and retreat to our other one. It's flower selecting. I think I'm going to take Greninja here. Greninja is good, and I think I want it more than the Ultra Ball. We're going to concealed cards here. It's not really the way I wanted to play it, right? I guess I'll put the capture energy on the Greninja. And I do want to get Goodra into play. I know this thing, it confuses and then puts itself back in the deck if it's the Mienshao that I'm thinking of. Okay. So let's flower selecting. We'll take the Colress Experiment. Lost Zone the energy. So how many Lost Zone cards there is that now? 3. This is going to put 2 in the discard pile. So we want the Goodra. I want the Mirage Gate. And we want Training Court. So that's 5. Switch. Flower selecting. Maybe I should have kept the scoop up net, because then I would have got 1 more flower selecting in this turn. Yeah, that's probably my bad. Concealed, get rid of the water. Because we can get it back with Training Court. So we can actually get another Comfy here, or we could grab Cramorant. Cramorant's probably not too bad here. We don't have to go too hard with it, right? We're sort of chilling. So Moisture Star, heal all damage from this Pokemon. So good. Okay, retreat Cram. I'm not going to play Train Court yet. Actually, we are, because Lake Acuity is reducing the damage. Grab the energy. And then we'll just use Spit Innocently. Knock out the Hitmonchan. Minshao gets to preserve an energy. Looks like we've got... Sorry, Mienfoo coming into the active. Not too much happening on our opponent's side of the board. We're sort of sitting pretty, aren't we? We're doing alright here. We could just continue attacking. I think I'm going to Concealed. Put a second Goodra into play. So we're going to do it like this. I'm going to attach and retreat. Then we'll Flower Selecting. Crystal Cave is pretty high. And then we get to Mirage Gate. 1, 2. This is really not that difficult to set up. That's crazy. Wow. And then we'll just start attacking with Rolling Iron. And so, like, Mirage Gate works on anything. So we can also power up Greninja in this deck, which is awesome. Cramorant's no slouch either. It's a lot of damage to be doing. Mirage Gate seems insane. That's because it is. Absolutely. Comfey Mirage Gate is busted. This is my very first game with this deck, too. So, Machamp, Battle Step, search your deck for 2 fighting energy, attach them to your bench Pokemon anywhere you like to shuffle your deck. Not very strong. You haven't played since before Lost Origin. The card seems real good, yeah. You've got a good eye for good cards. Yeah, it's Goodra time. Good Goodra gaming. Look at this Marchop. Oh, we should make a Marchamp deck. We should make a Marchamp deck, though. There's a win for Goodra. The goodest of Goodras. After last night's abysmal games playing... What did we play? We played Rhyperior. And those games were awful. So I thought I'd try something a little more closer to the higher tiers, you know, and see how we go. This deck still is not... It's not really making waves just yet. But it's good. What's the retreat cost? 3? It's a bit hefty, a bit chunky. Gudra's the best deck. I do like it. I do like it. I think the damage mitigation is fantastic. So, you know, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. The base damage is great as well with Rolling Iron. It's like enough. Is Goodra here because the numbers line up well? So Goodra is it's an interesting card because it mitigates damage. Rolling Iron reduces damage by 80 on the following turn, and the V-Star power removes damage completely from itself. So what am I going to do here? I think I have to go Capture Energy and then something like Greninja, because I have no way to get Comfey into the active with this hand. Not that I can sort of see. Not really. So we'll do that. And then we can go Concealed. Tank or Tempo? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? So I'm going to Ultra Ball, and I probably have to get rid of one Mirage Gate here. Or maybe I can get rid of Scoop Up Net Boss. That's probably alright, right? We'll do it like this. Comfey. What build of Goodra? Well, it's a 3-3 Goodra with 4 Comfey, 1 Cramorant, 1 Greninja. Ooh, that's good. Lost Zone 1. Pick it up. Put this active. Put this down. Lost Zone another. Oh, it's gonna be Mirage Gate here, right? I kind of want to keep Choice Belt though, but I don't think Choice Belt does anything significant. Done. Well, this list does not use Fantina. I don't see why you couldn't just run a hybrid of both. You could just put Fantina in the deck. But Fantina takes a very long time to satisfy the requirements to play it, because it's like 10. So I would call this Tempo, but it's not. I don't know. Pokemon's weird with Tempo decks. It's not really a Tempo deck. I think that to be able to describe this as Tempo is you'd Star Raid. What are you doing to me, bro? 120. So I feel like I have to. Oh no, we can Flower Selecting first. Yep. Oh, I really want the Choice Belt though. There's only one Cramorant in the deck, unfortunately. Wish I had used concealed cards there, but you know, how are you to know? There's only 3 cards in there. But I think we Marnie here, put the Mirage Gates away, because you don't need them at the moment. And sure, it does shuffle our opponent's hand, but you know, we weren't really doing much on the turn, right? Let's play the ball. Yeah, I'll take Comfey. Put it in the hand. They've used up their V-Star power now, which is interesting. So we can retreat into Comfey here, and we'll be able to attack this turn with Cramorant. Hit the Goodra. So I think I put it here. Take another Comfey. Just to thin the deck a little bit. And then we'll use Spit instantly. So where we come undone a little bit is if our opponent just has boss's orders in the hand. Because to get the damage mitigation that we're looking for, we really need to be attacking with Rolling Iron. We'll see how we go. So just a Psy Purge on the active. Not even a KO. Didn't want to commit. Interesting. I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it, right? So I'm going to avoid the mistake that I made before. Do that first. Chorus Experiment means that... Okay, 1-4... We should be able to get it done this turn. I'm gonna take the Melanie, Metal Energy, and I guess the Chorus. We don't need these two. So how many is that? 6? We just need one more, so we switch to this Comfy. Flower selecting. Oh, dude. Huge. Mirage Gate now. Okay. I'm gonna do it like this. Rolling Iron. And now we prevent 80 damage next turn. So, you know, you've got to boost this number up to 230. They need to do 230 to KO the Goodra. And so what we're doing is we're trying to get the most value we can out of Moisture Star. That was a really good turn. This list is pretty good. It's a good kicking off point for the deck. I think I'd like another Cram. Card's just good. Like, it'd be good to have more than one throughout the game, but I guess Ordinary Rod helps you on that front as well. Lets you also get back Greninja. Discovery. We got Boss's Orders in hand, which is quite nice. Be nice if we had access to a Choice Belt. Any water in the discard pile? There is. So Melanie is on board next turn, which is good. If we go down that route. Ha! Hey, anime. That'd be awesome if you did. I know things are a little tough at the moment, but... you know. Come to the International Championship or something. That'd be sweet. Alright, we're gonna go Melanie here, I reckon. Or nothing. Or nothing, bro. Goodra gaming. We're Goodra gaming tonight. The Goodra V-Star is very compelling. Ain't nothing but W's tonight. You want a match? Alright, let's do it. Let's play. What was that? Looking for Scramble Switch. So. Goodra Gaming. Goodra vs. Kyurem. Challenge me when you're ready. In the meantime, I also want to make a deck with the Stage 2 Goodra. So I also want to make a Metal Lodging deck. I got the Goodras, and I think what we decided is we would try Snorlax with block and see if we can make some kind of like interesting stage 2 control deck nonsense with it. Which to me is very interesting. And then we put one Pidgeot V in the deck as well, so that we can once we create an infinite game state at the very end, we just loop the Pidgeot back into the deck every turn. Alright, good luck, anime. Good luck. I got quite an ideal open here. Colress Experiment, Double Comfey. Got Ultra Ball, Cramorant. Like, all of these cards are fantastic. Going first, VIP pass. Off rip. Wow. I mean, I guess we take the double Goodra. Nice and strong opening hand here. I'm gonna take the Capture Energy. We're just gonna hope that Greninja's not prized. It's a little bit of a risk, but you know, I'm willing. Oh my gosh. Dude! Hello? I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm gonna take the switch. Got the triple flower selecting. I think we'll keep this energy away. Unfortunately, Melanie does not get energy from the prizes. Sorry, the Lost Zone. Alright, let's see. So I would say that Palkia Kyurem is one of the premier decks of the new format. So this is a good matchup to study if you're planning to play any tournaments in the near future when Lost Origin is tournament legal. Yeah, Goodra Gaming. So Rapid Freeze is on the cards. Potentially. Much better turn 2 than Palkia. Though Rule the Region could be good in some scenarios. Hey, Ramon. How are you? How are you, Ramon? What's going on? So here we go. Rapid Freeze looks like is the move. We're out here playing Goodra, the Gallant, Glorious. Goodra. So, we got 3 in the Lost Zone. We'll go Colress. Try and pump that up. So we want Escape Rope. I want Water Energy. And I think I'm gonna keep this. And we can Lost Zone the others. And then we're gonna Flower Selecting. I just want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 2 more. So there's 1. Take this, 100%. Scoop it up. Number 2. Flower Selecting again. Mirage Gate, very good. And so in 2 turns, we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 in the Lost Zone, which means that we can now Mirage Gate. From down here. We're gonna Ultra Ball. Put a Water Energy away. And I think we'll put away Colress Experiment too. I think that card's run its course. We want Goodra in play. 4-1 today with Arceus, V-Star, Ray VMAX. That's sick, dude. Congrats. So I'm going to attach. Treat. And we're going to swing into the Kyurem. I don't know if Choice Belt is required. I think there's much better value putting it on the Goodra for later. And we use Spit Innocently. And this is going to give us the damage required to take down the VMAX if my opponent decides to go into that. Otherwise, it's set up for a KO later on too. Also, Cramorant can 2-hit KO Kyurem. We're also able to get it back with Ordinary Rod. So, good things all around. It's going to be an interesting game for sure. Did I sign up for the beta? Oh, do you have to sign up for Street Fighter 6? Is that what you have to do? Because I saw it as a closed beta, and I'm like, what? Does that mean like they're just gonna handpick people? I see. Yeah, I want to sign up for it. Can we still sign up for it? I hope we can. Because I want to play it for sure. Give it a go. It's going to be a lottery? Oh, jeez. Alright, well. If one of us gets in, then we both have to go to that person's place to play. Okay? If only one of us does. We'll line up a day. Hopefully you can do like local play. Yeah. And then we'll play together. Run some sets, run some games, you know. So what are we seeing here? Star Portal. Okay. Oh no. So there's Subspace Swell. What are we going to do now? So I think we start with a Melanie onto the Goodra. Draw 3. I'm going to keep the cards that I've got in hand, right? We'll attach an energy here like this. And we're going to use Moisture Star. Heal all the damage off our Goodra. It's an excellent turn to do so. Is there any energy in the discard pile? No. So now I'm just going to Rolling Iron. And now we prevent 80 damage to ourselves. Got this card in hand to extend that damage mitigation just a little bit as well. Things are on the up and up, I would say. And then if we can reduce the number of cards that we have on our bench, like the number of Pokemon on our bench, things could be looking up. Could be looking good for us. It's a bit of a tough spot for our opponent. It's taken everything to get to this point. Now they have to sort of navigate out of this position. The really great thing about Moisture Star with Goodra is like, it's a really big tempo swing. So, you know, if you're able to set up without needing to rely on a Pokemon like on a Pokemon like Arceus V-Star, then a Pokemon like Goodra is great because Moisture Star, it's just very compelling. It's a very, very good attack. So I kind of want a Colress here. So I'll do it. I'm going to take this. Probably this, and we'll also own the other cards. Oh, wait. We can keep this as well. Yeah, that's good. I guess we can grab a Metal Energy, add it to the hand. Maybe we'll just attach it here, just in case. And then we'll use Rolling Iron. So our Goodra is continuing to be a bit of a bother for the opponent. There's that Greninja hiding from me. $230 damage, thanks to the Choice Belt, is quite good for our prospects here with Goodra. Likewise, being able to extend your damage with Kyurem is very good. See if my opponent decides to go into the VMAX. Kind of interesting trajectory that this game is going to take. We have to worry a little bit about that Greninja in the back being able to knock out our Comfies. Here's the Kyurem. Big hefty 330 HP. And Kyurem VMAX does pump out a lot of damage. Thankfully, we do survive. Let's put down Greninja. Go the concealed cards. Discard the water. Alright, Mirage Gate in the hand, which is quite good for us. We can go, maybe we'll put Capture Energy here. Alright, we'll go a Goodra V on the bench. And then we can Mirage Gate right on time. The Ordinary Rod is quite good with that as well. Yeah, right. Makes a lot of sense. Ordinary Rod alongside Mirage Gate. Yeah. Try and mitigate a little bit more damage. Things just a tiny bit more difficult. We'll go Rolling Iron. Early GG from our opponents, so maybe not favoring their own position very much. Taking Train Court off the board means that they can't draw out of this hand with concealed cards. And the longer they're unable to attack, the more difficult it will be to finish off this KO on the Goodra. So we're gonna stay on it. Okay. Glaciated. Went for a blind Glaciated there in hopes of hitting an energy. Unfortunately, left in the active spot. We'll use concealed cards, get rid of the Metal Energy in hand. Goodra off the top, that's what I was looking for. Very good. And then a Rolling Iron will get the KO on Kyurem. Maybe a misplay. Maybe what I should have done is used Boss's Orders that turn and grabbed this. But we've got you know, we have three bosses' orders in hand and the escape rope. So almost no matter what, from this position, it's very difficult for our opponent to win. I'm not really... it's a bit of a checkmate. Especially with only 2 cards in hand. It's like... not what you can do to make it happen. Hey, Ghost. What's the news? Is it Mochi related? Is it Mochi related? Don't tell me. Ooh, there we go. We're glaciated now. So this is a lot of damage incoming, and I do believe it'll be enough for the KO. And with 330 HP, they're just outside the range for our Goodra to take the KO. Suikoden 1 and 2 Remaster was announced. That's exciting. Because they're legendary RPGs, right? And very difficult to find if you want to play them. I'm actually really looking forward to the new batch of Nintendo 64 games that are coming. Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 coming to the Switch, which is awesome. Like, I'll be able to play them without having to dust off my 64. And GoldenEye. We can play GoldenEye together. Which is good. It's going to be horrible, but... Alrighty. Well played to our opponents. Take the Oranguru. Swing with the Rolling Star. Well played, anime, well played. Goodra is pretty strong. It's good. Goodra. The good Goodra. What do we think? What do we like? Do we like it? I think we do. The Goodra V-Star. Here it is. Yeah. You don't have to lean too hard into the damage mitigation. It just needs to do enough. And so like rolling iron makes it so your opponent pretty much cannot set up the numbers needed to one-shot it. Because unless you're doing 350 damage, it's just not happening. And so it creates like a really annoying Pokemon to be in the lead spot for us. So Goodra is just good. Got a greed version of Kyurem, so it makes sense why you lost. I see. Yeah. Ramon, you're excited for Mega Man Battle Network Collection next year? Online play confirmed. I saw something like that. Like, yeah, you're gonna be able to do like a bunch of online stuff with it. So that's awesome. I remember playing Mega Man Battle Network back in the day too. Quite liked it. This is a good... so, VIP Pass is quite a good card for a Lost Zone deck as well, I'm realizing. That's a funny username. That is a funny username. Alright, let's get it. Well, if you want that run back anime, I'd be happy to oblige. Maybe you want to switch up some cards, and we can play again a little later. Got a bit of time tonight. Comfey in the active. Thank you very much. So let's do it. Flower selecting. I think Colress Experiment is marginally more important here. They're both like really good cards. Really, really good. We're gonna retreat into this one. Do it again. Take a pick. Scoop up net. Put this active. Oh. I messed up. I totally messed up my sequence there. That's alright. We can just cruise at 2. with flower selecting, we sort of got everything that we need. Just one second, I need to check something. Be right back. Sounds good, anime. Well, I'm gonna run a few games on the ladder. See what we see out there. And then we can run it back. Money! Well, now I feel bad about not grinding through the cards. Would have been good to use the Switch and at least get one more flower selecting, but Air Balloon's good. Mirage Gate's not that good. It's kind of a hard spot, a hard hand to play through, but we'll see how we go. I would have really liked to keep the capture energy, but oh. Energy in the discard pile means that Training Court is a line. Ultra Ball's not great with this hand because I'd like to keep a lot of what I've got here. Ooh, that changes things. So we can take Melanie and let the energy get discarded. Let's do this. Dang. If only I'd burned the Switch earlier. So I guess that's a lesson learned for me. To burn the Switch on that turn. Alright, we got lucky. Getting rid of the Ordinary Rod there is a little bit scary because it is a very nice card to have access to, but it means that we get to attack with Cramorant this turn, and I don't really want to pass that up. So let's go 4. Ooh. I'm gonna put the Comfey down. I really want to put Greninja into play, but at the same time, it's like I can't. I think I'm gonna put another Water Energy over here too. Hang on, I can do this differently. I can go Ultra Ball, get rid of that and that. Yeah. Wait, no, I can get rid of... yeah, we can get rid of Mirage Gate. And we'll take the Goodra, because I really want to protect the energy attachment that I do have. So I'm going to play it like this. And then we're on the lookout for a Metal Energy. Which might be difficult, but we've certainly set ourselves up to be able to pull it off. Metal Energy and discard pile. There's only 4 Metal Energy in the deck, so it might be wishful thinking, but we'll give it the best go that we can. Dark Signal. That's a difficult spot. Makes me wish I had the Water Energy placement there instead, but it's sort of hard to know that this was going to be the outcome of the turn. Unfortunately, we just did not get the turbo start, so now it's sort of at the whim. Now, we do have... what? We have 2 Switch and an Escape Rope. We haven't lost zoned them. Oh, we lost zoned the escape rope. And we haven't used the switches, so our outs are 2 switch. If Goodra even survives, it might just get knocked out clean here. Yeah. Does it? No, it survives on 10 HP. So, if we can, I think I would like to Moisture Star, but it really depends on what the hand looks like. So it'll do 210, right? Hello? Are we getting shield bashed? Heck yeah. There we go. Let's go Weird Ear. Weird Ear is a deer. After all. Alright. I dig it. I dig it. Let's go. Move all our energy to Weird Ear? No problem. Flower selecting. We're going to take this. Retreat. Here. Flower selecting again. Lost Zone the Melanie. I have to be careful about how I play the turn upcoming, so we'll go Colress. We need the Metal Energy. And we can take Boss. And I kind of want to take Colress again. Hey, Rishon. So now we've got the Metal Energy. Very good. Scoop up our Comfy. But we are in trouble, actually. Because we don't have the extra damage needed to take out Weird Ear. That sucks. I could have played that better. Never mind. Wait, does this thing just knock out my... I think it does. 6 by 4, 240. Oh, it doesn't knock out Goodra just yet, but it's close. We're gonna force a boss's orders out of them at least, but I might have been better off just facing it down with Goodra and using Rolling Iron to sort of like ensure that we don't get knocked out, if that makes sense. Okay. They're on the run. That's what I like. 7 more days. 7 more days you have to go to uni. Well, it is a bit of a journey. Enjoy it is my advice. Like, if you can do things like join clubs or like functions or just like anything extracurricular, my advice, like, if you think that you can make time for it, I think you should. I think it's good. Alright, we want to draw more. So we're going to flower selecting here. We'll take the green. Annoying. Annoying. Colress. Take Crystal Cave, that, and another Colress. Put the others into the Lost Zone. I don't want to put the other Goodra into play yet. So we're just gonna attack with Rolling Iron. if I put the other Goodra into play, it just puts a big target on its head. So we'll wait. And then on the same turn that we take out this Weird Ear, then we'll put the Goodra down. I think that works out well. A senior also gave you the exact advice. He said that everything doesn't move around academics only. Yeah. I think also it's just like it's one of these things where these times in your life, they're like, it's every day that you live is the last time you'll live that day, right? And you don't want to finish your time at places like university without experiencing the full breadth of all the experiences that you can get out of being at university. I sort of regret not doing more at university. I did participate in a few clubs here and there as they sort of like were relevant to my interest, but otherwise I kind of just like stayed in my lane, only focused on my studies, and yeah. But I also had like my other reason for that too is because I already had extracurricular stuff happening in my life outside of uni. So I was like involved in like gaming events and playing Pokemon cards and all that sort of stuff. So I didn't feel like I needed to commit too much time to things happening at university. And I was already like, I was on a pretty good road as far as all that goes. That knocks us out. So I was gonna use Moisture Star there. But it looks like we're alright. It would have been very tempting not to. So Goodra, where it starts getting... So Goodra is kind of scary in a way because to play Goodra V-Star at its most effective, you need to be very confident in your ability to calculate the amount of damage that your opponent does. If you can correctly calculate down to the tens of damage how much damage they can do, you can absolutely maximize the value you get out of Moisture Star. And I think that's going to set apart like the good and the great players when it comes to Goodra. So before my opponent conceded there, I was thinking about like, what's the likelihood of being able to dodge getting knocked out? Rayquaza doesn't care about Goodra. Yeah, well, and so it shouldn't, because that is the inherent strength of Rayquaza. It's there to, I guess punish is the word, like punish these decks that assume that they can't, they sort of built around matchups where your opponent can't one-shot them, right? And so Rayquaza is there as a check, in a way, to say, well, I don't care if you're a Mewtwo v Union or whatever. So there's another win on the books for Goodra. Nothing but W's tonight with this deck so far. We see a Minccino and an Oshawott. Let's give that some pause for thought. It's flower selecting. Do I want double VIP pass this turn? No, we don't. We actually just don't need it. We want the water energy more. That's interesting. So we need Greninja. And probably just another Comfey. Because we got Goodra here. Let's go Concealed. Sounds good, Ramon. Sounds good. I'll take a look for sure. So I'm going to scoop up this Comfey. Put this one active. And now we'll use Flower Selecting. Interesting. We'll take this. So that's 2. We've already used Concealed. I'm going to attach this. Oh, I see. Our Cramorant is prized again. Look at all our VIP passes. We've seen them all this turn. That's so funny. That's funny. Alright, we just hit done here, I guess. Kecleon is crying. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great for Kecleon, is it? Alright, thanks, Ramon. I'll check Discord later. And have a look. Maybe we could play Rayquaza on stream. Maybe it's time for a sequel to the Rayquaza video that I did a while ago. Alright, so we've got 3 in the Lost Zone. We'll start with a flower selecting here. We do have Colress Experiment in the hand already, so we'll Lost Zone it. Now that's 4. We might go Concealed. Put a Water Energy in the discard pile. Okay. Pick it up. Put this in the active. Let's go Flower Selecting. Take the Goodra. So that's 5 cards. This would be 6 and 7. But we desperately need Scoop Up Net or a Switch. 5, right? Yeah. So let's do it. Take the Switch. We take... I mean, we might as well take that. And we can take this. Lost Zone the other cards. Wait, what did we say? Oh, Cramorant is in there, right? And now we can just Mirage Gate and go ham. Like, we don't even need to bench the Cramorant. We can put it down anyway, because it's, like, kind of good to have there. Metal Energy. Yeah, I think we just attack here, Rolling Iron. Nice and powerful. That's what I want. That's what I want. A strong build. So I think in the description of this live stream, and if I do a deck profile, I'm gonna grab the player who I got this from. Let's try and find the list, and I'm gonna drop it in the chat. So I think this was completed. I don't think it was the late night events, but I'm gonna bring those up anyway. I think it was. Maybe it was this one. No. I'll find it. What are we up against? Really need to take this out before it evolves. So we're gonna do this. Concealed. Hello. Oh, we don't need to bench that. But we can Ultra Ball, and we'll get rid of these two, I think. Rolling Iron. Okay, I'm not sure where that list came from, this list. But I'll find it. Hello. Element chain. There's a lot going on in this deck. Aqua Wash. Pretty interesting. It's not great for Goodra to have its energy removed like that. That's probably the way that you beat Goodra. Just run Crushing Hammer. Be super annoying. We're gonna knock this out next, I think. It's gonna be a big element chain. It's an interesting way to do it. I think I'd rather go Blastoise. I understand the Arceus V-Star. It's literally there for the V-Star power. That sucks. Let's knock it out. I'm not gonna play this because I'm afraid of my energy being removed. I'm glad that got the KO. Because I didn't factor in the shell armor at all. I just saw single prize Pokemon. I'll definitely knock it out with Rolling Iron. But it's like way closer. See how this element chain goes. They're getting desperate for the energy. But yeah, the one Pokemon on our opponent's board that we are afraid of is Samurott, if it does get going. Hyena requires a Giratina and Dragonite Goodra, all being varying degrees of good means weaknesses just isn't as relevant anymore. Maybe change the Orbeetle. Orbeetle VMAX is what you're talking about? Or are you going to try and make the Sword and Shield one happen? Or is it Rebel Clash? I forget which set that one comes from. The one that puts Stage 2 Pokemon into play with its attack. Stage 2 from Lost Origin. Just continue to knock them out. And next turn, even if they put up the Arceus, we've got Escape Rope in hand. Escape Rope, Scoop Up Net. So, should be okay. They might get a KO here. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, no, that sucks. Because if they put Arceus active, then it's a 2-hit KO. That kind of sucks. I guess we have Mirage Gate though, so this should be fine as well. Uh-oh, only one. Do I have Metal Energy in here? We do. Okay, saved. The perfect crime. So I could have played that turn much better. If I wanted to increase my odds of making sure it succeeded. Well, actually, I didn't know about that. I think that was probably the best way to play that turn out. It's probably fine. But I should have checked or had more. So my ability to play that turn would have been improved if I had an awareness of how many metal energy were left in the deck. Because in that case, it was 0. But we had enough cards at our disposal that we could, you know, Mirage Gate for 1, Melanie for 1, Training Court for 1. So we were all right there. But, yeah. There was a lose condition there for sure. We're still nailing it with this deck, huh? It's going alright. I will find the source for the list, but it was from a Limitless tournament. Alright, not the most ideal open, but that's fine. It's fine. Okay, I found the list as well, by the way. Oh, the Orbital from Lost Origin? What does it do? Alright, I guess we'll go Capture Energy here. Grab ourselves Comfy. Or do we grab ourselves Greninja? I think we've got better odds of success if we do it this way. Please? Heck yes. Cramorant's gonna be pretty important for this matchup. Okay. This Comfey may not be long for this world. But we'll see. I fully expect this Clefairy to pop off. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Alright, nothing in the prizes. But yeah, that Limitless link is the link to the deck list that I'm playing at the moment. So all credit to that player. They finished in that tournament with a record of 5-3. It would be interesting to see what they actually lost to. Doesn't actually show the pairings. I mean, you could work backwards and figure it out, but I'm not going to do that. Hey, Dorokan. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate your comments lately on the videos. Thanks for joining me here live. We're playing Goodra V-Star, as you can see, and we've done pretty well with it so far tonight. I'm a little worried about this matchup, but we'll see how we go. We might be alright. Flower selecting. We are going to take the Goodra V-Star because the VIP pass is no longer required. Put down Comfy. We'll Radiant Greninja here and use concealed cards. Switch is good. Let's do that. Escape Rope doesn't really hurt either of us here. I think Training Court's probably going to be more important. And so we can actually go into a third Comfey, right? We retreat into that one. Flower selecting. Scoop up net though. I feel like I need Training Court. I'm going to take Training Court. Oh, we already have one in hand too. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. So switch into Cramorant. And so now we've got 4 cards in the Lost Zone, so we can attack with Cramorant, which is quite good. Do this. Grab metal energy. And then we'll use Spit Innocently, get KO on Clefairy. Try an attack with the Cramorant as early as possible. Maybe they whiff another attack or something like that. That would be fantastic for us. But, you know, otherwise we're not on struggle street necessarily, but it's a little bit scary, shall we say. So the Orbeetle attaches 3 of any energy from the opponent's discard pile to their Pokemon, and attackers DCE 30 plus 50 for each energy attached. Yeah, that is cool. Very funny. And the effect is just, like, funny in general, because you can deny the energy, the access to the energy to your opponent by, like, you know, you could just, like, put all of your opponent's energy in a discard pile on, like, a Crobat or something. Cramorant survives this. Oh, no, wait. No, it doesn't. No anymore. It's a lot of work, but to see the face of the opponent when you're going off. True. It's not too far-fetched to think that you could pull it off, you know. I'm a little worried about putting Goodra active here. I really want to be able to attack with it, though. Yeah, gotta risk it. Dude, I should not have put Goodra active at all. Like, at all. Thinking back. We're gonna scoop up the Greninja and put it back down. Use the effect again. Always lucky. Yeah. I mean, we might as well just attach that. There is a Weird Ear on their side, so... Oh, this is a fantastic deck for Weird Ear as well. Late game sweep. Because it does a lot more damage with the energy. Twice as much damage, in fact. So in the late game, slam the Weird Ear down and swing. Pretty cool. I like this deck a lot. There are quite a number of, like, good single prize Pokemon that you can play now. Seems like they're here to stay as well. Even if they're not tippity top tier, they're more competitive than they have been. So you could certainly play them if you wanted. You know, like, decks like Mad Party are still good. They're still fine. Lunatone and Solrock is still a fine deck as well. I think everybody's just gravitating to the next, like, kind of cheap deck to play, you know. So Escape Rope is a bit of a problem for us. We don't like that. We really don't want our opponent knocking out the Goodra if we can help it. Still haven't got the energy needed for Mirage Gate either. But we will get it soon. You know, how many is this? 4? So we might put Comfey active here, just so that we've got an opportunity to Lost Zone exactly enough. I'm gonna Greninja first. Okay. Now Flower selecting. Yep. And then Colress. Yep. These feel like the important cards. I don't feel like we need Ordinary Rod, but we can get back Cramorant with it, so that's good. Alright, Ordinary Rod. Do both. I mean, we only want the Cramorant here, we don't want the Comfey. Take an energy. Ultra Ball. Discard. Comfey, Water Energy. Cram. Put down Cram. Put down Goodra. We also get a massive turn with Greninja as well, I've realized. Oh, but only if we knock out the Manaphy. See what they do. Because now they only have 3 energy in play, right? So, yeah, they do have a really big hand, but for starters, they're not able to get the quad Clefairy into play because of this Manaphy. So they're limited in their damage output unless they can do something about their bench. So we'll see how we go. This might end up pretty good for us. What do we all think about Goodra? Is it good? Is Goodra the good? The good Pokemon? Hey, Kevin. Nice to see you. It's going alright. We're playing this Goodra V-Star deck and it's a really good deck. We're winning games left and right. Rolling Iron and Moisture Star are just fantastic attacks. A fantastic attack, fantastic V-Star power. What more do you want? Yeah, I don't think I need to convince you. I agree. Goodra is fantastic. And I think that there is a degree of skill expression with Goodra that makes it interesting, where you can try and get the most that you can out of the deck, if that makes sense. Oh, please. Hello. So, we evolved to the V-Star. Kyurem and Arceus Intel. Well, they are good. Let's just flower selecting here for fun. We'll take the Mirage Gate. We do Lost Zone and Energy there, which is a little unfortunate. Touch the energy here and retreat. We need to go into the Goodra just because it can preserve HP quite well. And let's Mirage Gate. We've only got the one water energy remaining in deck. So keep that in mind. Rolling Iron. Take the KO. Capture. Maybe I could have attached an energy to Greninja. That would have been good actually if I did that, but because then I could have gone next turn. I could go Mirage Gate Water Energy. But yeah, I can see like why the Ordinary Rod is actually pretty good for the deck. We might be able to just concealed cards into the second Mirage Gate and get like, oh. But there's only one water energy remaining in the deck, so... Not the Arc Intel, don't fall into its tempting trap. I don't know what our opponent's going to do. We actually just win next turn by knocking out the Weirdeer. And by attacking the Goodra, we kind of just like make sure that our position is shored up as much as possible. Like, they cannot get enough damage out. At least I don't think so. If they had like a really good hand, maybe you're able to moon watching party like crazy on the turn. But like, you know, we haven't seen the right cards come out of our opponent just now, and seeing the retreat into the weird here now means that they're sort of sitting with this much energy for the turn. I would have liked to see something like the cape, maybe, just to make it happen. But that's alright. Let's do this for good measure. Moisture Star, reduce the damage, and then we just Rolling Iron. Take the last 2 prizes. Pow. Style points, I guess. Goodra's getting it done tonight. It's kind of easy playing a deck that's good. You know what I mean? I spent like so much time online on stream. Like, you think about like the just stupid amounts of time that I spend streaming, which is not a lot, to be fair, compared to other people who stream. But I spend so much time broadcasting myself to the internet, just playing like bad decks. There's like Rhyperia, Ambipom, you know, like Conkeldurr. Like, I spend so much time playing decks that just cannot win. And then we get to play something that's like halfway good, like Goodra V-Star. And it's just so good. Like, there's this win streak, 5 wins tonight in a row. Haven't dropped a game yet. We haven't dropped a game yet this stream. Haven't dropped a game. Now I'm hungry. Alright, the mulligan. Let's see if we can make it a 6 winner. Alright, this hand is looking pretty bad. Too busy dropping mics to drop a game. Wait, this one? This is not a good hand. Let me just preface this game. We're up against Dark of some description. You don't know what you were going for? Me either. Alright, well, VIP pass saves the day. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. So up against Oshawott again? Weird. It's just strange and unusual. So what's interesting is next turn we potentially could just attack with Goodra V-Star. It could still happen. You know, one of the good things about this deck is even if you fail to set up with Comfey early, you can just go turn 1 attach, turn 2 attach Melanie, and it's fine. Let's see what my opponent decides to do here. Seeing some Dark Energy come down on the Moltres, very good. Up against Darkrai. So this must be the Hisuian, maybe it's the Hisuian Samurott? Maybe that's what we're up against? We'll start with concealed cards here. Alright. Capture Energy? What does Capture do? Alright. I think that we have to just go into the Goodra here. And we're gonna have to just hit done. I guess I could drag up the Darkrai, but I don't really want to do that either. Yeah. Greninja into Melanie was the hope, but we did not hit it. Alright, so they're committing to the Moltres here. We're alright with that because we definitely, you know, survived the hit. And we just Moisture Star, get rid of the damage, take a 2-prize lead, and then away we go, right? So we're alright here. Fine with that. Melanie. Let's start with Melanie. Okay. I like take Metal Energy here. Conceal, get rid of the water. It's a bit spooky not having our other Goodra. In fact, it's really annoying because I want to attach the Metal Energy as well. I think what I'm going to do is attach the Comfey. Then we'll use Moisture. So we attach the Comfey there so that we can retreat it next time. And we just use Rolling Iron. Take 2. Escape Rope's not bad. You know. What I kind of want to do here is just Boss's Orders, the Darkrai. The pace of this game is a bit weird though. If I can knock this out before it evolves, that's so good for us. 110 means that we sort of guarantee that they're not taking a KO next turn either. This is really good for us. I'm going to start with Colress. So I like this. Let's take an energy, and then we'll Greninja it. Hey, Ramon. Catch you later. Have a good night. Oh. No. Dude. I meant to Boss's Orders, not Colress. I mean, it's alright, I guess. But yeah. Let's put a Water Energy on the Greninja. Could be good at a later point. It's really annoying not drawing into another Goodra. But I think we're okay. I don't think that our opponent has a way to put together the damage that would be needed. We've got a very small bench. No energy in play except for this one. So might get lucky and snipe 2 bench basics. Well, that's the other line of play, isn't it? So we'll see how we go. Yeah, there's that Samurott. So I don't, like, maybe they V-Star power and they get, like, double Dark Patch again. It would suck if our opponent could do 240 this turn. Certainly possible, I guess, but... What are my thoughts on the Lost Zone engine? Well, based on my time with Goodra so far, pretty good. Pretty good. Like, Mirage Gate is a ridiculous item. It's like... I would prefer if Mirage Gate didn't exist, but it's Pokemon. It's Pokemon for you. You know, you do have to put in the work to activate Mirage Gate. It wants 7 cards in the Lost Zone. So you're not guaranteed to get exactly what you want, but yeah. So how much damage is this going to be? It's going to be 30 plus. So 30, 60, 90, 100... 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. Base 30 is 180. Uh-oh. Well. Well. What have we got here? So we may yet be able to Mirage Gate this turn. We can start with Chorus, I guess? Let's start with Chorus. I want this, and I want this. And then we can probably just... we should probably take that. So how many cards is that? That's 4. We'll do this. This is 5. Alright, this is 6. This will be our 7th Comfey. We're going to do Ordinary Rod first. Put in a Goodra line. We're just making sure that we've got all the cards needed to make the turn work. We got our alternate win condition here. Moonlight Shuriken. 1, 2. Cool. That was a sick game. Because we got the other win con, which is knock out 2 small Pokemon at the very end. And I mentioned that like earlier in the stream too, that because Mirage Gate works with everything, you always have that option on the table as well. So pretty good deck. Is it time to do a deck profile? I feel like I've probably got enough wins with this deck that it's deck profile time. It's deck profile time. What do you all reckon? Gonna look at the Goodra V-Star. I hear random voices out in the hallway. You probably can't hear it, but I can. It's very annoying. This fantastic deck. It's good, huh? I think like the one thing that I would like is the second cram. But it's not strictly required, but it's super nice. Cramorant's really good. And it could be good in matchups where they, you know, if they're single prize matchups, just having access to Cramorant at all is pretty good. How much damage does Comfey do? 30, so it's not enough to worth considering. I should say. What is Clefairy weak to, by the way? Metal, okay. Alright. We'll do a deck profile very quickly and talk about the cards. So I'll just get into YouTube mode. We're gonna do a deck profile. Okay, what's up, Whooper Gang? Vice Games here, and we are looking at a new deck emerging from Lost Origin. It's Goodra V-Star. So let's have a look at what it does. It's a 270 HP V-Star Pokemon, and it's got this attack, Rolling Iron. Does 200 damage. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 80 less damage from attacks after applying weakness and resistance. So the attack mitigates a big chunk of damage. 80 is quite a lot, and the reason why it's so good is that it makes it so your opponent cannot realistically piece together one-hit KOs often, if at all, unless they're doing stuff like escape rope into boss and stuff like that. And to go with the damage mitigation theme of the deck, you've got this incredible V-Star power Moisture Star that says during your turn, you may heal all damage from this Pokemon. So why this is so important is that it presents an opportunity for a massive tempo swing. So if you're sort of behind on the damage trade, using Moisture Star at an opportune time makes it so your opponent loses progress that they've made on the board. You know, they're set behind a turn because you erase the outcome of their last turn, which was attacking into the Goodra. So to go along with this Goodra, as you can see, it's got a very odd energy requirement for its attack, which is the theme that goes with Dragon-type Pokemon. It relies on the much anticipated Comfey Mirage Gate Colress Experiment Engine. So let's have a look at that, because this is the first time we're going to be covering it on the channel. Comfey with Flower Selecting says, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may look at the top 2 cards of your deck and put one of them into your hand and the other one into the Lost Zone. And similarly, Colress's Experiment is a supporter that says, look at the top 5 cards of your deck, put 3 of them into your hand and the others into the Lost Zone. Now, why is putting cards into the Lost Zone important? Well, it's to be able to use this item here called Mirage Gate, which says search your, you can only use this card if you have 7 or more cards in the Lost Zone, and it says search your deck for up to 2 basic energy cards of different types and attach them to your Pokemon any way you like, and then shuffle your deck. So the idea behind this deck is to set up your Lost Zone, which is kind of like a removed from play area, which occasionally comes back into the card game. So you put cards into the Lost Zone via the effects of Comfey and Colress's Experiment, and then you get access to this fantastic energy acceleration item in the form of Mirage Gate. It allows you to put energy onto anything, so you want to be attaching energy mainly to Goodra V-Star, but you can also attach it to Radiant Greninja, which can be quite a handy target to have access to in early, mid to late game. Like at any point in the game, Greninja can be really good. So alongside the Rolling Iron attack, preventing damage, also consider you have access to Crystal Cave here as well, healing damage from your Dragon-type Pokemon. And look, the rest of the deck is sort of based around getting you up and running. It's an incredible deck for Battle VIP Pass, because in the later stages of the game, when you're using Comfey and Colress's Experiment, you can target the VIP Pass and send it to the Lost Zone because you don't need it anymore. And even, let's see, what else is good about the deck? Also, you just have access to things like Melanie. So even if you whiff on everything, let's say somehow you miss out on everything that you need to make happen with this deck, you can still attach turn 1 to Goodra, and then on your second turn, you attach again, and then use Melanie to accelerate the final energy needed, and you're attacking as early as turn 2 of Goodra. Perfectly possible. And then the way that you play from that point on is that you just use whatever opportunities come up to start using Flower Selecting and Colress's Experiment. So, look, I got a bunch of games coming up for you. We played it on stream tonight, and it was a lot of fun. It's really nice playing a deck that's as strong as this one. I'll just get out of the way of that last count there, but the deck list will be in the description of the video as always. This deck, I cannot take credit for. It was played in a recent online tournament, and I'll put their name somewhere up here and their win record, and I'll put a link to the deck list in the description of the video. So look, if you enjoy seeing deck profiles like this, or if you enjoy seeing deck profiles of decks that are a little bit off the beaten path, which is what I tend to stray towards, then please consider subscribing to the channel. Up to you. Maybe just leave a like or comment if you prefer. Very low impact way you can support the channel. And look, I'll see you in the next live stream or video. So take care and goodbye. See you later. Alright. That was my janky deck profile. Can you get a rematch? Of course you can. Let's do it. And then to finish off the stream, what we might do is have a bit of a crack at making the other Goodra. That could be fun. So the idea, Hyena, for you, because you weren't here last stream, we went through all the cards that could work with the Stage 2 Goodra. And what we think we want to do is use... what is it called? We want to use... Snorlax with block. We think that could be good. Let's VIP pass here. And we'll grab... what have we got? So I'm going to take Greninja and Comfey. Selecting, take Capture Energy while still in the water. I want to attach, and we'll grab a second Goodra, and that's our board fully powered up already, like fully sorted. File selecting. It's hard. Take Melanie. There's nothing else to do on this turn. We'll just hit done. So we're up against Anime, who is a regular stream viewer, and they are playing Kyurem with Palkia. So let's see. It's a pretty important matchup to be able to hang tough with at the moment. This deck is making waves, so very good. Perhaps off to a bit of a better start so far. We've seen a VIP pass, Water Energy to the discard pile, and Melanie means that Rapid Freeze is certainly on the table. A couple more Water Energy. Okay, alright, I see you. Being able to Rapid Freeze on your second turn is fantastic, and this deck lends itself well to setting up for a big Rapid Freeze turn anyhow. Thanks to things like Bucket. Right, because even if you can get like 2 extra energy down, like that's heaps. That's a lot of energy to be able to get down. And then you've got this interesting combo with Oranguru and Kyurem VMAX, where you use the ability Glaciate to accelerate an energy from the top of your deck. It even gives you a low percentage out to just like accelerating energy for free in a situation where it's like your only way out of a bad spot. So, you know, if you can run the calcs, run the numbers in your head, it'd be good. Wait, if my Lost Zone cards go here, oh, theirs go in the same spot as well. That's so funny. It's funny that it's not just like that they're not just like put over here or something out of the game. Oh, let's see. Second energy comes down on the Kyurem. No Rapid Freeze. Got through all the energy, it seems. Okay. Well. Now, we've got 2 in the Lost Zone. Let's go Flower Selecting. Oh, no. We've got a Lost Zone, the Goodra V-Star. I can't really afford to put a second Mirage Gate in there. Colress Experiment. So we're going to take this, and we'll take the Marnie. Oh, that's so many energy in the Lost Zone. We'll Lost Zone the Marnie. Keep the metal energies. So now we've got 5. It's concealed. Doesn't seem like we've got any other way to make it happen this turn. That's alright. Put a metal energy down. Oh no, I should have put it on the active Comfey. It's alright. So, kind of a muted start on both sides. It was a rapid, not even a rapid freeze for our opponent. Do I think Gumi smells like bubblegum? What do you think it smells like, Jiminy? How you doing? We're out here Gumi gaming. Goodra gang, as it were. We're up against Kurum. Kurum VMAX of Palkia seems to be the best deck in format out the gate, but there's plenty of time for the metagame to settle. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we see the Lost Zone engine alongside the Amazing Rares. Play things like Amazing Zacian. Gumi will group through. Well. You see a big attack coming from Kurum VMAX. It's able to discard any amount of water energy to extend the damage of Max Frost. So it's a very scary attack. Alongside Palkia, which is extremely efficient for what it does. And able to hit very high numbers as well. So the natural counter, it would seem, to Goodra is to just knock it out in one hit. Which is a little bit concerning. It's a bit of a concern. Let's use Flower Selecting. We have to take the Goodra here. Lost Zone the other card. Let's evolve. So here we do want to get Cramorant into play. So I'm going to discard this and we can... What's this? Training Court? So... Yeah. Yeah. Grab Cram. Okay. Grab the energy back as well. And we're going to attach and retreat to the Comfey. And then we're going to scoop up this one. So this is going to set up for our 7th card in the Lost Zone. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which means that Mirage Gate is online. Call the ambulance, but not for me. Anime says. Very confident. So now we're just going to use Spit innocently. Gets to attack for no energy because we have 4 cards in the Lost Zone. And now, I mean, that was almost assuredly the outcome. Boss's orders on the Goodra. But that's alright. That's alright. Yeah, it's a bit of a shocker, Jiminy. It's a bit of a shocker. Lots of damage about to come through from the Kurum. They do need to discard a lot to make the attack happen, and that's kind of what I'm banking on. The only problem is they still haven't used the V-Star, so using Max Frost again is very much a plausible outcome. So we desperately need to Ordinary Rod this Goodra back. And then make it happen. 3 water energy in the Lost Zone. We should be okay. But I think it'll be a good Ordinary Rod. Might retrieve an energy and then Ordinary Rod. That's probably good. Because we need to be able to attach one from the hand this turn. Oh, not necessarily, because we have Melanie as well. But we have no water energy in the discard pile, so yeah. So just thinking about our ordering a little bit. 220, very manageable. Very manageable. We'll get there. As long as my opponent doesn't have some way to heal. Amazing Reshiram with this Lost Engine is pretty scary. Yeah. Yeah. And you can... The thing is, because of the way Mirage Gate works, you could have an amazing rare deck. You could just play all of them if you wanted. Alright, Cramorant is coming in clutch and helping us a lot here. So, the plan was grab an energy like that, and then we Ordinary Rod. Yeah, do both. We take Goodra's energy. Alright, and now we Mirage Gate. 1, 2 to here. Touch an energy. What's really annoying is that I don't have anything to Melanie to or with or from. But it's alright. So, we're using Rolling Iron here. And we're sort of desperately hoping that our opponent doesn't have some out to doing the damage required. It's certainly possible. But, you know, Goodra with Rolling Iron preventing 80 damage is probably our best bet at preventing the Kyurem from just one-shotting us. So they Melanie and they attach. So they can do 320. And Choice Spell is like 350. So I think that it can one-shot us. So we probably lose. But we'll see. We'll see. They need Melanie, Star Power, attach from hand, and Choice Spell. And then they'll get it. If they can do 350. Oh. Wait. How do they get that extra? Oh, they also have Glaciated World. Yeah, we lose. GG. And we lost their Darmani, didn't we? Yep. Well, that kind of sucks. No wonder this deck seems to be the best deck in format at the moment, when you can just do unlimited damage with Max Frost. This is the type of deck that can play tempo very well, because you can, you know, just play 2-prize game with Palkia. You can play a 3-prize game with Kyurem where you win because you can do 300. We'll see how much damage it does. You gotta remember that I'm preventing 80 at the moment. But if they just discard all their energy, we're in trouble. It's not lost. Like, by no means have we lost for sure. But not having the Goodra on the bench already hurts a lot. How much damage do you do? 140 and prevent 30. Yeah, that's pretty good. So next turn, we want to concealed cards. I'm going to put Comfy in the active. Oh. You needed to discard the last energy, bro. Uh-oh. You needed to discard the last one. Unlucky, pal. Yep, you needed either the 5th energy or the last choice belt to get the KO, bro. Goodra prevents a lot of damage. Miscounted, yeah. Happens to the best of us, believe me. I think there's a good chance you win that. Yeah, for sure. I think all I could do is hope that you couldn't attack with Kyurem again. But with a hand as large as yours, like, yeah. Yeah, pretty good chance you win. We're going to try and build a different Goodra deck now. Just to finish out the evening. And it starts with Gumi. 2 retreat cost on that Gumi is... Let's go with this one. And we're going to play Metal Lodging. 4. Ooh. And then we want the Slig. It's going to be the Rigidify one for sure. Hello, Anonymous. We're heading into the later stages of tonight's stream. But happy to see you. Should have tuned in earlier, it's alright. What's funny is I kind of want both Snorlaxes in this deck, because Gormandize is good, and so is this Snorlax. It's kind of like, maybe you run like a 3-1. So they're good. And then what else? What else does the deck need? This is like these are the important cards, right? What Radiant Pokemon do we want? What Radiant Pokemon would be good? It's not Twinkle. It's not Big Match. It's not Raging Blast. I actually don't really care for any of the Radiant Pokemon in this deck. I actually don't need any of them at all. So I'm just not going to put one in. You know what we got to put in, though? I don't have it. I need a Pidgeot. You got to roll? Alright. Well, we'll see you next time, Jiminy. Take care. I need Pidgeot for the deck, so we can use Vanishing Wings to prevent deck out infinitely. It's alright, I'll get one. I'll find one for trade. And then what? So, this is allowed to be an admin deck because we're using metal lodging. So, put in 4 of you. It's not Air Balloon. Is a Reizu good? Nah. It's definitely like a 4 bosses orders deck. It's gonna be a really weird deck, believe me. Bird Keeper though? Maybe. So it's gonna be a quad boss. It's not a Bruno deck, right? It's probably not Bruno. Cape? Cape's kind of interesting. But ultimately not required, I think. Oh, we don't want to show not owned. What am I doing? So that's just going to make scrolling through this all very arduous. I guess, like, you put, like, 1 in. There's, like, a lot of cards that you would just put 1 of in. Put, like, let's try, like, 1 cook. Could be a cross switcher deck. Don't know. Give it a go. Crushing Hammer. Ooh. Now you're speaking my language. Now, the problem with Adamant is that if you don't run a high number of metal energy, Adamant ends up being not very good. Don't know. So what's the combo? 2 Silene. We want a Pal Pad. Echoing Horn. Gross. We can run an Escape Rope. We can run... maybe a couple of those. I hope you're all going to enjoy this deck. It should be good. What else do we need? Power Pad. Oh, and we want Team Yell as well. I think Panic Mask is kind of funny for this deck. I don't know if it's like worthwhile or not, but we'll try it. One Ordinary Rod is good. Actually, it's not necessary if we're going to put Team Yell in. Pot Helmet. Put in 1 Research. Alright, it's definitely a quick ball deck. We do need Rare Candy. We're going to start running out of space here, but it's alright. It's alright. Riley sucks. Alright, Team Yell Cheer. Put an Ultra Ball in. Sure. And then 8 Metal Energy. We'll try it without the Pidgeot first. We'll try it without. Just try and crush their hopes and dreams a little bit. And Cook is probably not required. I'm just thinking about ways I can make Adamant work a bit better. So I think Training Court. It's either Training Court or just more energy. I don't know. Maybe just more energy. Let's just put more in. Alright, Snorlax slash Goodra. So what we'll do is we'll do like a, so we'll save it, yeah, and it's there. And so here's my tip: if you want to work out, like work on a deck and see the results quickly, use this test deck function. And the reason why I say that is because often early on, all you're trying to do is work out the numbers of like the cards in your deck and whether you see the right cards frequently enough. So all you want to do is like test draw. So what I recommend you do is do what I'm doing here. Panic Mask. Oh, I should have kept the Metal Energy in hand actually, so I could admin. My bad. And you see, like, you don't have to wait for your opponent to like make moves. So that wasn't very good, but you know, it only took like 30 seconds to try it. You could also use the new function on the Limitless website to do test draws as well. But if you don't feel like doing that, and you've got the deck, and you're in PTCGO already, you can always do this. So this is kind of good. We happen to have the escape rope in hand, so I think that what I'm learning initially here is that it's pretty important to have switching outs. So we'll just concede here because I don't really want to see the rest of my opponent's turn. It's not letting me concede. I'm trapped. It's like it queues up all of those moves. Right? So it won't concede until that point. So now we've saved ourselves a lot of time and heartache by playing that out. So I kind of want to go like 2 Crushing Hammer. So here's my thought process behind 2 Hammer is that you want to stop your opponent, right? And let's go switch. I think switch is more important than net, and that is not a trainer. Switch. I don't even think that cross switcher is important either. So like my logic behind 2 Hammer is that in the late game you can just Silene for them. And I don't know that Panic Mask is very good, so I'll cut that too. Catcher is better than Hammer, you reckon? We've got boss's orders anyway. You know? We've got boss's orders, so that's fine. So go up to 4 switch, which is quite a lot. Could go Mew Air Balloon or something. This is pretty interesting, anyhow. We'll try this. Could also go Bird Keeper. Oh no, we don't want to go in here. But anyhow, this is my tip for testing decks quickly. Because early on, you've got like kind of a rough idea in mind, and you just need to put in the games to refine the counts of everything. Well, this kind of sucks. It suggests to me that we need more ball search. Not good enough. We want the full metal. We want all the metals. Maybe 4 boss is not the play, especially if we've got Palpad. Do it like this, maybe. You know, considering we're running the Silene engine as well, we can also just get rid of that Goodra as well. We don't need 4. Yeah. And then maybe what we need is... You could go Galarian Meowth. Oh, we don't have it. But you know the one that I'm thinking of, right? The one that discards energy, discards cards from your hand. We'll just go 11th energy in this case. Try it. Test deck. Evolution Roar, yeah. Yeah, that's the one. Double candy in the hand is kind of sad. But that's alright. Gorman dies. And then we'll attach and retreat. Three. Okay, that's good. And so now we've got Candy Goodra. You know, attach the energy. Probably research the hand. Because we're running that Silene engine, like, eventually you just want to wind it down to as low as possible. And we'll just Gorman dies for one. What's funny is that we're taking damage because of the matchup. Because Silene here, right? I should have Silene to last, actually. No, don't grab anything. Gorman dies. It's interesting. So maybe instead of Adamant, instead of running this combo, because it's not as good as you might like it to be, run something like 5 or 6 energy, maybe, and then you run like one more. You run like a energy retrieval or something that you know you can grab in the late game. You can Silene for it and whatnot. Or Brock's Grit. That could work. And so you can also run like Capture. Okay. Something like this. And just run like maybe like supporters at this point. So just run like Marnie. And that looks pretty good. Echoing Horn is mad annoying. We do like it. We cut a boss's orders, as much as I'd like to keep 3. But it's more important to actually set up. You know what I mean? Run the rod as well. You just do it like this. See how quickly we're iterating the deck? Because it's the kind of deck where we don't... At first, we just want to see it successfully set up, right? Put Snorlax out. Right, and we got pretty good cards in the hand too. Yeah, let's draw. I see, this is a fantastic opening hand. It's much better. Because now we can go Snorlax. Capture energy. Grab a Gumi. Okay, we probably want the second Snorlax down. We can Quick Ball. We can put away... We probably don't need Pal Pad early. Another Gumi. Okay, do like this. I kind of want to like get rid of things, but at the same time, like the cards that I have here already are pretty important. So now we've got the turn 2 Goodra. Much better. Much better. So we can do this. Right. Do this. Goodra, yep. Okay, Candy. Goodra. No. Metal energy there. Quick Ball. Clefairy deck smashes Mew VMAX. Nice one. Nice one, Anonymous. So that was a successful 2-turn setup with Snorlax Goodra. Now the only problem that remains is this scenario where you come up against something like Clefairy and you just lose. Because you haven't really gotten out to it. But that's alright, I'll take the L. I don't mind losing to Clefairy. Clefairy's cool. Let's try. So what do we call this? Goodra Snorlax? Where is it? Hello? Hello? Huh. Have I played the Kyurem yet? Not yet. Not yet. I do want to. Have you? There it is. You're interested in seeing how a Magnezone V-Star deck would be built? What items would I pair with it? So, I mean, with Magnezone, because the effect is so powerful, I think, so there's two ways to go about it, right? One way is to run like a very wide toolbox of trainers that could be really... That could be good in theory, but aren't in practice usually because you can't consistently get the cards. So like disruptive supporters, for example, or I'm not sure, like, you know, something like that, right? Maybe healing of some kind, that kind of thing. Or my other thought is that you can probably so the other thought is that you want to use it as the main attacker with a really complex bench to set up. So like maybe some stage 2 with a powerful effect that you can't normally get into play sort of with any realistic amount of time. It's kind of funny, but I think I have to go Capture Energy switch into the other Snorlax. Because we need to draw. Yeah, it can get you 2 rare candy, as an example. So, you know, if there's a Stage 2 Pokemon that makes a lot of sense to have in play, then, yeah. I'm just not sure what you would get. You no longer need draw power, so I would discount anything that gives you draw power. You want like a stage 2 Pokemon with just like the coolest effect you ever saw. But no sort of realistic way to make it happen, if that makes sense. Go Capture Energy, take the Snorlax. That is kind of unfortunate, getting the candy off the top there, but getting the research is good. I'm happy with that. Losing all these energies sucks though. It's alright. Wurmple, Beautifly, and Dustox. So what, Beautifly is the one that draws cards, right? I wouldn't bother with drawing cards. But I don't know, does the Dustox do anything good? Inteleon or something special. Concerned about energy acceleration, but Mirror fixes that issue. Yeah, I guess you could play Lost Zone Engine with it, but Dustox confuses and poisons for 80. Oh, so it increases the poison damage by 80. It's pretty good. You could do it. Oh, no rapid freeze though? Bye-bye. Right, let's do this. Kumi. Let's put Silene back. Gonna Ultra Ball, get rid of these two. Get another Gormandai Snorlax. Bro, where's my candy? Where's my candy? One in the discard pile, that's fine. Probably better stage 2s than the Wurmple. Yeah. But being able to add that poison damage is not bad. Like, adding 80 to Manga Zone, it does like 180, right? And then you add a Choice Belt in there, and yeah. Oh, it's not bad. Alright, we'll take that money. Thank you very much. It's fine with me. But we are running out of Gormandai's Snorlaxes, so... See what happens. Starts to become funny, right? Because I could just boss's orders the Frostmoth and be like, what up? What's going on? So we're gonna capture energy again. Guess we'll take the next Snorlax. Quick Ball. I'm gonna get rid of the capture energy this time. Grab nothing. Hopefully we grab ourselves a big old Goodra off this. Unbelievable, bro. Where are they? Where are they? What's going on? Popsicle never runs out of them. That's funny. I haven't watched any of Popsicle's videos lately. So busy. Gorn is the escargot. It's just not in the deck? They don't exist? Now I wish I had got the Sliggoo when I had the chance. Is this gonna put it in my hand? But then I lose the candy. Uh-oh. That's alright. Well, we've manually powered up the Snorlax. We're gonna be using Collapse. But... is it gonna work? This is also a deck where we could feasibly just run the Body Slam Snorlax. We could just go 4 of these. 4 body slammers. Or maybe like 3 and 1. That's probably not bad. That's probably pretty good. And then like maybe I should run Peonio as well. Yeah. Come on, mate. How much damage are you trying to do? We're using Star Portal now? Come on. Come on. Wait. Don't knock out my Goomies, bro. I need them to survive. Don't knock out my Goomies. Don't do it. Do not. Do not. I'm gonna be sad if this happens. Don't do it to me. Good. Thank you. Don't you like winning, bro? Alright. Hammer. I think that we will play the money. Or... let's do this. And then more money. Oh, finally. Bro. It's been 3,000 years. Don't understand why that was so difficult. And then watch as they just bosses orders the Goodra. Watch as they bosses orders the Goodra. If they rage quit, that would be funny. I want to bosses orders their Crobat so bad. Just bosses orders and then do nothing. And be like, okay, well, how many outs have you got? How many switches plus bosses orders have you got in the same hand? Because whichever count is lower, the worse it is for them. And they can't manually retreat the Kyurem here. They need the switch. Okay. Oh, now they can manually retreat though. So. But I'm alright with that. What are you going to do? Knock out these two? That's fine. Have I got Silene in here already? No. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna knock out the Greninja and then not have to worry about it. Dude targeted the wrong thing. I don't know. Don't know. Alright, so I think I just go to the research now. Or I could Silene. Silene's probably good here. I'm also like kind of inclined not to attack as well until I get a chance to replenish things. So this needs to be Power Pad. And that looks like my partner's home. So I'm gonna turn off the camera. And then we'll just hit done and see what they do. Because they can't retreat the Greninja. They need to switch. And even if they switch, it like doesn't matter. So yeah. They will be able to get an energy back this time. And so like they attach the energy to Greninja. Oh, I forgot about Glaciate. Oh no. I forgot about Glaciate. Oh, but I don't care because it's not doing that much damage. Like, yeah, it does 90 damage to the Goodra, but we don't care. It's fine. Forgot about Glaciate. That's really annoying for this matchup. Need like one stadium. So annoying. Okay, Silene. Put you back in the deck. Research. Maybe I should have put the Gumi back on top. I don't know. See, if they have another boss's orders, which is quite likely with a hand that big. Yeah. Dude, that blows. Yeah. What sucks is that we've got 2 Gumis prized. Yeah, I definitely should have silened for the Gumi before. Emperor's Eyes. Bit of an annoyance. See if they've got boss again. If they've got boss again, then yeah. Alright. There's a video game occurring. Alright. So we do it again. We go Goodra. Ooh, we got the lock. Alright. Let's see. Let's see if they can get out of this. Alright, let's see if they can get out of this one. Yeah, cool. Nice. Go on. Go on, man. Retreat. Yeah, good one. Nice, Marnie. Yeah, try it. That's what I thought, bro. Just hit done. Let's see. Let's see what they've got. Maybe I should have manied there to try and work towards the other cards that I need. Actually, I should play the level ball to see what cards I have remaining. But I think that because they've only got 1 prize left to take. Alright, do you have boss's orders as well? No. That's a shame. Well. Done. No. Goodra only affects basic Pokemon. So Goodra does not protect itself with its own ability, which is probably a wise design choice. It would be a bit unfair, I think. You don't see how you missed that. Yeah. This is a little bit scary. We might lose off this. Okay. So I need to play Ordinary Rod first. Actually, getting the Goomy is not even relevant now. Let's grab that. Metal Energy, sure. Okay. Whack Down is a 3-hit KO on Snorlax, so that's good. This is annoying, because they get to get that attack off straight away. But all things being fair, we should be able to pull it off. So let's go research. I should have put another basic Pokemon in the deck so I could switch to it as well. Like another Snorlax. Let's grab Metal Energy. We'll get there is your phrase. I guess so. We'll get there. We'll get there. Why is it well played? Play the level wall here. Goodra Escape Rope. It's sort of... Oh, actually that is good enough, isn't it? Goodra Escape Rope. Oh, but we just don't have it in the hand. Well, yes, I lean for boss on the Crobat, but I lose next turn. I know that. So we need to get Snorlax off this. Wait, what was in the deck? Escape Rope. Wow. That could have done it. That could have done it because we needed Escape Rope. Sorry, we needed Switch. Oh no, that wouldn't have done it because we had no way to draw the cards. We needed Peonia. But we were very close. We were very close to forcing the lock late game. You just got to run them out of switches. If you run them out of ways to switch and run enough ways to force other Pokemon into the active, I guess I need to try putting Catcher back in the deck too. Yeah. Oh well. Never mind. Catcher's better than Hammers. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right, Anonymous. I think you are correct. Alright, well, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out. I will see you all next time. It's dinner time for me, so I gotta go. Catch you all later. Thanks for watching, and it's always good to see you in the chat, Anonymous, and that goes for everybody else who's out there in viewer land. Thanks, Ghost. Thank you. I'll see you in the next live stream or video. Take care, and goodbye.